Very well.
All right, so anytime you hear that, that's Joey.
That's Joey. And one sentence from Mike Castle, so everyone knows who's talking.
Good morning, my friends.
And there they are. We'll put their projects at the end of the episode. We'll give their social media tags, and then
their physical likeness.
You could associate those voices with those people. Have y'all ever been to a psychic or a medium?
Yes.
I have not.
One of my good friends is a psychic medium.
Psychic medium.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I tell them that I don't believe in it. I think it's not legit.
And they go immediately, they interrupt you. I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were going to say that.
Saw that coming.
And who do they commune with? Is it like in past lives you did this, and that? Is it predicting the future? Is it like speaking
neither of
with,
those things? It's more of like, as I understand it, and like my experience, like as we've like been together as it happens, it's like, how do I describe it? It would be like all this information is like kind of passing in front of them when they're focused on an individual, and it's like kind of channeling or like focusing a beam of information as all of it is scattered around us. So as it's like attention's on Dan, it's like all this stuff's passing in front of them, and they're just kind of grabbing at certain things that seem the most prominent to them to be like, does this makes like, this is what I'm getting. There's no way for me to, because it's not a full picture.
You're
it's
basically
like,
describing an ADHD person getting on meds. All this stuff is passing by them, and then they're like, but now I have a focused beam. I'm listening to you, and I see it.
Did you ever like...
I have, and then they just go and do something else, so I can't talk to them.
Well, at least your diagnosis is right. Have you ever like worked with this person, or they've ever like done it to you, and have you ever been like, oh, that actually does mean something? That does...
No, I've never had like a session like that. I've been in the, I live in LA, and tarot reading, mysticism is very, very popular. It's our evangelicalism. It's just, here to stay. And there was a moment when everyone was getting a tarot card reading, and you get a card pulled, and that means something, whatnot. But they were doing this one where it's like you pick up one card or something, right? And I was with a group of people, and I picked a card, and it was like it's like
Cuck.
the Joker, or like
Just
the
says
blank.
cuck.
Yeah, it's like what? And it was just writing it, and like I picked it up, like what? But I picked up a blank one. And everyone was like aghast by that. And they're like, that's not supposed to happen. And I was like, oh, okay. All right. And then they shuffled again, and I pulled the second blank card in a row, and it freaked everybody out for some reason. And I was like, did I just like hit 21 twice? I felt like I was like, winning the game. But apparently I'm cursed or something. I don't know.
Yeah, you're like a soulless being or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
They're like, you're
a
actually
little bit.
supposed to be dead.
You're a
That's what they
blank
kept
slate.
saying. Yeah, but
You
I
are
kept doing push-ups in front of
energetically
them.
bare.
I used to have a therapist that I would, out of like, general boredom and because I kind of didn't like her, I would just like lie about stuff going on in my life. And then when she would figure out, or when she would say something about me that was true, that was always very surprising to me. So that's sort of like seeing a psychic. If you lie to your therapist the entire time and then they arrive at something that's true about you, that's like, it's a long road psychic.
Right. It's like, well, I can't believe you got there. I wasn't giving you any of that.
I said I had no siblings, and then you figured out that I have a brother. So nice job.
Right.
That's such a funny, like, oh, fuck you, I'm going to lie to you. You're paying her, right? She's not paying you.
No, she would never pay me.
So you're paying her to lie to her to get back at her?
I knew I wanted to go see. Well, it's more like I don't know if you guys have ever seen therapists, but there's like they would ask questions in this one way that I found so leading that I would just go like, oh, I'll just say what I think they're trying to get me to say, and then I would just kind of follow that line, and then it would sort of become kind of fun to be like, when I go next, I go like, oh, right, I said this was going on. I should do more of that. I didn't see these people for too long. It ultimately, I think I'm bad at therapy. I don't think I can be fixed, and then I'm so mentally ill that it's just...
Well, you're lying to them, so you didn't even do it. Like, you're bad
not bad at it.
No, but I've seen a bunch of different therapists in my life, and it's like I start off doing a good job, and then I just get so bored, and I just kind of hate going, and then I probably have ADHD.
You shouldn't have to be in the. I think you got to be in the office the first couple rounds, but then you should go like laser tag. Or like, let's go karting. You know what I mean? Like, let's change up the environment to like drop
I actually
my
do agree
guard.
with that. I do agree.
And
with
then
that.
like I bet I'd tell you more real shit if we were just like, oh, we had like a fun time running around. Now we're just like eating hot dogs by the pier.
sort of
a
on
good
that
idea.
on that same tip, I feel like what I would like out of a therapist is for it to be like undercover boss rules, where like I interact with them a little bit, and then they secretly infiltrate my life, like in a costume.
That
and
is
then,
such a
and
good
then I'll
idea.
really talk to them.
Yeah. Hey, come see the truth.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Interesting. That's fun.
I feel like, do you guys ever like interact with like family at like a family event, and you're like kind of standing around in a circle and everyone's chatting, and then if someone says interesting, that's fun, you go like, all right, it's dead.
Yeah. That's the
totally
end.
fucking
That's the
Man,
end.
what? So you just want to attack me then? You just want to just go-
It was the most dead response I think I've ever heard.
I'm processing what you said.
Interesting.
And I'm like,
That's fun.
I didn't say it like that. I
What
wasn't
else
looking
is
down and
going
shifting.
on? What
I
else
didn't
is
breathe
going
through
on?
it. You know I didn't do that, man. You know I didn't do
Did
that.
you hear that Aunt Marge is sick?
Interesting. That's what.
Okay, guys. Well, thank you so much for being down with this experimental therapy. I find that when we get couples actually out of the room, we get them out of their comfort zones, and we learn a lot. Yes, I'm sorry about that. Oh, hey, get away. Hey. So I brought you guys into the petting zoo, and I just wanted to walk around. I'll ask you some questions about the relationship, ask you questions about each other. And again, we just want to make a lot of space to hear each other and repeat back what we're hearing to make sure we're on the same page, okay?
I'm actually all good.
Okay. Well, since you're good, why don't we walk over here to the horse, and we'll just let you pet the horse and see what happens. Are you good with that, Marjorie?
Yeah, absolutely.
She's on her phone. Like I mean, it's fine. It's fine.
Well, she's taking a picture of the piglet, and we're gonna let she's in the moment, and that's okay. So why don't we both go over to the horse, and Mark, why don't you go ahead and pet the horse here?
Okay, this is nice. This feels really nice. Can I hug the horse?
Well, yeah. I mean, be careful. Don't approach from behind. But yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Wow.
That's
Can you
quite-
tell
What the
us
hell's
what you're
going on here, man? You told me they were just gonna feed the damn animals. Now they're hugging it and all that. What the hell?
feeling? Well, we're in the middle of a therapy session, so
Sorry about that.
Yeah, sorry. You said we could each have one hand to feed, right?
Yeah, that's right. I don't want people hugging the animals. What if you disturb them?
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so we're not going to hug the horse, but why don't we each
Okay.
give him a little bit of feed?
I want to focus on our relationship. I just have to say, that guy sounds like he needs therapy. That was like, he was so terrified by the idea of hugging an animal. I just think that guy needs therapy too.
Well, we're here-
It would be helpful to me if maybe just to see kind of how. No, I'm not calling you out at all, but just to see how good you are at what you do.
Sure.
If you could therapize that guy,
Sure.
I feel like that would help me to open up and maybe connect more with my wife.
Okay. Well, this is a pretty obvious tactic for you guys to avoid talking about yourselves. But why don't
Sure.
we bring him over here? And sir, what is your name, sir?
Hard salami, soft salami, hard salami, soft salami.
Sir, stop counting your salamis
What's going on?
or organizing them. What's your name?
What's my name? You tell me I can't organize and kill my salami, but now you want to know my name is Charn.
Okay, Charn. Well, would you like to join us in a little experiment for a moment?
Y'all saying you're going to do some kind of throuple thing? What the hell's going on here? What are you asking?
No. Well, we are three people here talking about emotions, having emotions together. But we just wanted to talk to you for a little bit, see how it felt to live your life. What's it like running the petting zoo?
I don't know. I own my own business. I don't got to talk to people that much.
Okay.
I mean, isn't
I
a petting zoo, isn't that more social than just a farm or a regular zoo? Charn, you said?
Yeah, I do. It's an abridged version of my name. But yeah, it is, I guess, a little more social. I see people more than I would on a farm, but I don't interact with people. I just tell kids to get the hell away from it, or I tell creepy men to don't hug my horse.
Yeah, you're probably pretty afraid of somebody taking what's important to you. Isn't that right? These are your
Afraid bullshit.
livelihood. Yeah.
If somebody took on my horses, I'd shoot him in the goddamn head.
Now, Marjorie, what does it feel like to hear your husband talk so openly with Charn here?
Well, the way he hugged the horse, then the way he chatted with Charn, it's the most open I've ever seen him be. He's never been that way with me.
Well, I think let's pause and give him a little bit of credit then, shouldn't we? That was very beautiful.
Okay. Okay,
You
sure.
didn't like that I said that, did you?
Well, I'd rather give him blame for the stuff that's making me mad about him. But if you want to give him credit for this stuff right now, we can do that. And yes, honey, you did a good job. You broke down immediately when you hugged a horse, and then you did a good job with this man here.
Do you hear how it's laced with judgment?
I do.
I'm fine. We're all fine here. I think the relationship's totally fine. But do you hear how it's laced in judgment? And she's on her phone. She's on her phone again. Why is she on her phone?
A nice big compliment with a little bit of judgment. Did you hear the compliment part?
I didn't hear it, no.
That's right. You didn't hear it. That was very interesting. I noticed that. You guys aren't really hearing each other.
Mm-hmm.
Very interesting. Now, Charn.
Hard salami, soft salami.
Okay.
Hard salami, soft salami.
Charn, I really love your little system there. You have a really great system. It looks like you know where all your salamis are.
Yeah. Thank you. Yeah.
That's good. How long did it take you to devise that system?
Years, honestly. I mean, for so long. I mean, it comes in hard and soft, and then if you roll them up like a fruit roll up and then eat them, tube it up. If you tube up the circle of meat and you eat it as it is, it's going to be a hard and soft. But I decided over time I like the hard salami, but I'm also fond of the soft on my tongue.
Right.
And I didn't know how to get it. And at first I'd flatten them both. And then, only one would get on either side of my palate, top, bottom, mouth. And then I decided if I hard salami, soft salami, roll that.
I see the kinds of salami, yeah.
And then I roll that. Wow. I mean, I got enough.
You keep holding up each kind, and I see it.
Do you want some?
I'll take some soft salami, sure.
Yeah, I'll take a slice of the hard.
Oh, you got to do it hard and soft. There ain't no way you're going to separate it. Come on, now try it. Seriously, try it.
Okay.
Oh, wow, that's really hard.
Ladies?
I'll take some. I do find it's going to be hard to trust my therapist after seeing her be fed like a horse, rolled up salamis. The image is just kind of stuck in my head, but yeah. I'll
tough
take
seeing people be so open to other people's ideas, isn't it? That must be really tough.
In a sense, yeah, in a sense.
Innocence.
Okay.
Innocence.
Innocence. Now, thank you, Chorn. I really appreciate you bringing that up. Innocence, the loss of it. A relationship, or a good one, can both create and dissolve our innocence. Isn't that right? Marjorie, how do you feel innocent with your husband?
I'm innocent of some of the stuff he accuses me of, like the checking my phone stuff.
Wow.
I'm not just checking my phone. I'm on my phone, but it's because I realized I have a lot of photos that need to be deleted. So I'm deleting them to make space in case I want to take some photos here.
Good. Okay. So you're innocent in that you feel like accused often, and you sort of feel like maybe he's making you the victim.
Yeah, that's not listening was the case that he gave me in a sense. And I'm just kind of trying to say I'm innocent from that.
Great. And what are you hearing? What are you hearing her say? You can put down the chicken. No, it's okay. It's the chicken isn't going to leave you forever. He's just in his pen, right?
I just feel like the chicken looked at me, you know? Like I was just kind of looking around, listening to her once again, being just so judgmental of me. And I glance over, I see this chicken looking at me, and I think, oh, that's what I needed. I just needed a little eyes on me, not on its phone. Chicken's not on its phone. Horse wasn't on its phone.
And, let's give credit to Marjorie because the horse and the chicken don't have a phone. They don't use their phone to run your household, your life.
True.
Maybe Marjorie's using her phone for things that are important, And I think we're hearing that it is important to be seen, even if it's by a chicken.
She spends a lot of time on TikTok. That's just like a fact. I'm not even trying to call her out, but that's like
Right.
She
A
says
lot of
she's doing
people
these
do that,
important
yeah.
things, and then
Yeah.
she's like all over TikTok. And like,
Yeah. Let's go hang out with the hogs and get into the slop, as it were.
I strangled a man with an electrical bundle in 1983 in Barstow.
Let's move on from Charn. Charn, let's
I'm
move on from
innocent.
you.
I'm innocent of that. All right, whatever.
Okay. Well, Charn, why don't you lead us over to the hogs here? And would you say
they
you
are.
work with these hogs every day? Do you need to care for them every day, or is it just sort of when you feel like it?
Do I care for them every day? Yeah, I do. Hogs are something that people think they can just be out of sight, out of mind. You got to tend to them 24/7. I got a CCTV camera in their pen, making sure they ain't getting up to nothing. Just because they don't got thumbs don't mean that they ain't wise and they can't figure out how to make knives, guns, even cars. I've seen hogs develop some kind of technology.
Never mind. I thought I was going to have a nice little moment of you and how important it is to be consistent in relationships, but turns out you have a more of a suspicious relationship than I was looking to make it.
Suspicious my ass. I can show you the tech. I got it in my barn, all
he
right?
said he killed a man in 1983.
Well, statute of limitations, that's what, 40 years ago. I can't do anything about that. I was barely of age.
Build whatever the hell you want. I didn't do it.
He didn't say statue.
Statute, excuse me.
There's an extra T in there.
Well, listen. Apparently this kind of therapy doesn't work. And I apologize.
Charn, honey, what do you mean we gotta move? What do you mean we gotta move, Charn? We moved from town to town to town since 1983, and now we gotta move again?
Sure, I'm telling you, we have to move out, all right? They're on my case. People know about the Barstow incident.
How do people keep finding out? It was not a major incident. It was never reported on. Nobody followed up on it. How do people keep finding out about it?
I'm telling you, the hogs are communicating. They're building some kind of CB radio system and talking over the airways.
All right, Charn. All right, let's go. Well, if you are so scared of the hogs, why don't we start any business other than one that is so hog specific?
Oh, here we go. This again, huh? Why don't I just put down my livelihood?
Charn, you were the best damned painter I ever saw. I mean, look at all these paintings you got hidden away in the old barn
Don't you show me them. Don't you show me those paintings.
These show beauty and emotion and subtlety, but also depth.
And a broken man. Every time I look at that goddamn
welcome back to Sotheby's. We're here auctioning off some beautiful art pieces from the rural painter, Mr. Charn Barn. Now, of course, we have many beautiful paintings. Some say it's from the mind of an absolute lunatic/genius. We will be starting with, we're not taking questions, but I will take that as a first bid. That is a first bid on Sexy Pigs. Sexy Pigs starting at 500,000.
I also would like to ask a question. Are the croissants and the espressos, are they one per person, or how is that?
It is my understanding that these croissants are only for men.
Okay, that's 550 for pigs having sex. 550.
And I'm not going to raise my hand to ask a question, but I'm wondering if there's a way to ask a question without also bidding on the
600,000
grotesque
pigs having
painting.
sex. Sexy
Okay.
pigs. 600,000.
I'll tell you this. I hate that we're here. People spending my money. That's my money they got in their pockets on a goddamn painting. I don't
You
understand
get
this
the money. You get the money. They're not spending your money. They're giving you the money.
So they buy something that I made, and then they get to keep the money?
Excuse me, are you Mr. Charn Barn?
Yeah, who the hell are you?
We've actually met once before in 1982. You were having a beef with my brother. He was a mailman. You had some kind of tryst, I understand, and things went sour. And then my brother disappeared. I've been trying to track you down ever since. You didn't change your name?
Why would I? And a tryst, you mean some kind of trick of the wrist?
No. What? Just because? No. No, I believe you had a sexual relationship with my brother, and then I think you killed him.
Oh,
You're
yes.
nodding. Yeah, okay.
I never killed your brother. That's what you're
Okay.
thinking. Because if he did cheat on me and he called me a little bitch, and then he stole all my money, said he was going to kill me, I wouldn't even do it then.
This is episode 4 of Murder Most Foul, a podcast about famed painter Charn Barn.
It was
What-
6 weeks into an investigation, and I saw myself looking into a mirror wondering, why was I on the road again? It was at that moment that I got an email asking me to come to a local coffee shop to discuss something very important to the case.
You've got mail.
Interesting. Okay, let me just type in here. Okay. As I arrived at the coffee shop, I realized that it was bustling. Of all the places in the small town, this seemed to be the local watering hole, not the bar. Hi, can I get a cafecino?
Are you having problems with your penis size? Grab a penis enlargement pill from Extends today.
Hi, can I get a cafecino, America?
Are you recording? Are you recording this right now?
Yeah, but it's just for an investigation.
Oh, what's the investigation? Wait, and what kind of drink you say you wanted?
Cafecino American?
Yeah. Can I actually talk to you out back?
Sure. We went out back to right by the dumpsters. It stunk a little bit, but I knew the smell couldn't be worse than if someone died.
Are you investigating-
Stamps.com. Weigh and sell your own postage at Stamps.com. Now you can sell stamps.
Are you investigating the railroad murders?
Actually, I am. Have you heard of Charn Barn?
Sharon Barn. Yeah, I have actually. The painter?
Yeah.
You don't think he has anything to do with this, do you?
I actually do.
He comes to this place all the time. Wait, that's him right over there.
I couldn't believe it. There he was. The whole purpose of my investigation, my life as it was, standing right in front of me, ordering what was just
OxyClean. It'll get the dookie out your shorts. OxyClean. The guy is dead.
Man, I gotta say, Luke, you're crushing these ad reads, man. You know, and I feel like we can make a whole business of you just saying these things, and then we can just offsell them to whoever, right? You know what I mean?
Yes, I feel like what we need is contrast. Everything is now soft little NPR voice, right? Contrast.
Yeah.
Come in hard, commercial short, get out hard.
That's what I'm talking about, because I feel like people don't understand that we're trying to make you buy something here. You know what I mean?
Yes, we are going to be the two biggest guys in podcast tech advertising that you have ever heard.
Welcome back to this episode of This American Life. Act 3, a snitch gets a stitch.
Pornhub.com. Get your hubs and your porn.
I do want to remind you once again that we have a new deal with Spotify where they can put ads in wherever they want. We have no control over that. I'd like to apologize. But as we go into this story, it's a story of somebody in prison for ratting on the mafia, the Cosa Nostra, learning through
Rat poison. Kill a rat any time of day. Give it a poison. It'll be dead before noon. Any time of day. Give your rat some poison.
I'm not supposed to hear these, but I did hear that one, and I actually do like that product. I do have to stand behind that. Ira Glass gives that a thumbs up. A story about a man in prison for ratting out his crime family learns through cross-stitch to tell a new story, as told by Ari Goldstein. We'll let him take it away, Ari. No ad there. Scene.